Today we're gonna go to Srinagar, probably get a houseboat, as Nasir and Sam suggested. And then after that, I think it's just gonna be kind of how we came out of Dehradun, just slugging it back in traffic, barely making 200 kilometers a day and trying to get back to Dehradun. We'll see. We'll see how that works out. It's raining right now. Say it's a little bit heavier than the light drizzle. And yep, we'll see how this day goes. It's only 2 hours to Srinagar, and I don't know how long that 2 hours is gonna look.
Luckily, the weather cleared up as soon as we left, but when we got to Srinagar, we couldn't find any decent boathouse, so we continue on. At some point, we made a wrong turn and we had to turn around.
Yes, I just saw someone turn in there. I don't know if we should or not, but I'm doing it.
We knew we were coming down an exit ramp, and as we were riding down, I started questioning whether or not this was a good idea as people honk at us as we go by. But luckily, someone happened to be there.
Can we get on the other side?
Where are you going?
Other side, that way.
Where? Jammu?
Yeah.
Jammu, you go this side, right?
This way?
Yeah, this way.
Into the, right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is definitely the alternative route.
Nice. Ah!
Absolutely don't try this at home. After that turn, we continue our way down to a town called Ramban.
Hey, it's Sunday morning. Yesterday's ride was a bit rough. It was just really hot. We're down in about 2,000 feet of elevation now. When we got into Srinagar, it was about 5,000 and was already miserably hot. We were gonna try to do like a houseboat in Srinagar by the Tal Lake, but the ones that are like really nice with AC and decent accommodation were like $170 USD, which is absolute ridiculous highway robbery. Um, and the ones that are like really cheap are really no AC, open window, mosquito heaven. We did not want to get like dengue and a bunch of other malaria or whatever. So we kept riding, and the we just kept going. So we kept riding yesterday. We ended up in this crappy town called Ramban. It looks really good from afar. You got like houses on the cliffside, and then when you get close, it's really dirty, smells terrible, and we couldn't really find accommodation that was right on the that's really nice. So we came in a little late, so we kind of messed up. So we're in this grungy hotel. AC doesn't really work in the Fidon's room. Shower doesn't work in my room. And we're just trying to be on the edge of town and leave tomorrow morning as soon as we can.
Roads are fantastic.
We had a relatively short ride today, and we didn't really stop all the way until we got to Jammu.
So we stopped at Jammu. Fidon didn't sleep pretty much at all last night with no AC, mosquito, and all the freaking truck noises. So we rode a couple hours. We're in Jammu. We already took camp. One of the interesting thing is, I went to the first hotel, and they asked me where I'm from. I said I'm from America, and they say, no, go down the street. Pretty much, they just tell me that they weren't going to take any Americans. And then I went down the street to another hotel, and they were okay with it. And actually, this one was better because the parking is even better.
After settling in, we visited a few temples, and then Fadon went on a shopping spree, which I tagged along, and then eventually we got something to eat at one of the best restaurants in town.
All packed, ready to go. We have 2 more days to Dehradun. Yeah, Fadon had a sandwich yesterday, and it didn't do too well. We're having a slow start of the day.
We definitely weren't as lucky today because when we started going, it started raining.
We're on the side of the road. It's a gas station. But on stomach's still not good. It's been raining all morning. We actually made some decent headway, so timing's not terrible. So we might make some good miles today. We'll see.
The rain continued to worsen, and by around noon, we decided maybe we can get something to eat and wait it out.
Just for the hell of it. Just for the novelty. Yo. This is just for the novelty.
We saw a strip mall with some American fast food, and we thought, hey, maybe we would just stop by and wait out the rain. As soon as we got off the bike, there was a security guard that came by, basically telling us that we have to park all the way over the other side.
Let's just leave.
Here he continues to try to convince us to park all the way over by the ditch in the grassy field. It was so odd. I don't understand why we can't park in the parking lot. So because of that, we continued to ride, and the rain didn't slow down. We basically rode in heavy rain for hours until we finally got to Ludhiana, and then finally sun came out. This has basically been our experience when we come into the cities. I mean, you can see there's not really any lanes. Everybody's kind of just riding wherever they want to go. Nobody uses turn signals at all. And you basically have to listen to the horns because everyone is on their horn. And you have to listen to see how far the horn is from you, how loud they are, to determine whether or not it's something that you need to pay attention to. But otherwise, it's kind of like a free-for-all. We soon arrive at our lodging.
There's 3 different types of rooms.
Yeah, they're just bigger. They're
It's
just
not relevant.
2,500. Yeah, I know. So 1,500 and 1,900.
So we'll get 2 50-50 rooms.
No, there's one. I'll take the 1,900. You can take the 1,550.
They all look good.
They all look good. They all look
AC?
the same. They all have AC. They all have Wi-Fi inside.
Good, I'm tired.
Yeah.
Let's just settle.
Yep.
All right.
Going from Ludhiana to Dehradun is 178 miles. And given the pace that we're riding, this is going to take quite a long time. And not only that, when we arrive, we have to take the plane from Dehradun to New Delhi. So we left at the break of dawn. As you can see, the streets are completely empty. And we didn't stop at all, not even when we passed the nature preserve.
Holy shit.
We made it to Dehradun around 1 p.m. Once we drop off our bikes, we made our way to the airport.
We arrived in Delhi. It was a long ride this morning, but we made it. Now we're in Delhi. And when we went through security, they stole Fadon's stove and told him he couldn't have it, but they didn't care about mine. And then they had to throw away the stove. I mean, it's a freaking mess. And then they have us like pretty much stripped down because we were wearing our motorcycle gear, and they wanted to check every single padding, have us took our like gear off and go through the scanner. It's a whole charade. And then of course they let us all go, and then they didn't care about my GPS this time for some reason, where they made a huge deal last time.
We finally arrived at our Airbnb. To say that we are exhausted is an understatement. Thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Now, this wraps up the final part of the riding in this trip. But if you stay tuned, we're talking about the different landmarks that we visited, including the Taj Mahal.